Here's what moved markets today. US equity markets declined at the start of the week, with oil price volatility and ongoing geopolitical tensions affecting risk sentiment across traditional assets. Energy market uncertainty and regional conflicts contributed to cautious positioning in stocks. Bitcoin traded above the $80,000 level, with crypto ETF products continuing to record net inflows during the period. The digital asset maintained recent price levels during a session that saw weakness in traditional risk assets. Stablecoin provisions within the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act advanced through legislative committees, providing regulatory framework development for dollar tokenization issuers. The progression represents continued movement on comprehensive digital asset market structure legislation. Prediction market platforms recorded $8.6 billion in aggregate trading volume during April, with Kalshi surpassing Polymarket for the first time in monthly activity. The shift represents changing competitive dynamics in the blockchain-based forecasting and event outcome trading sector. GameStop announced a $55.5 billion acquisition bid for eBay, raising questions about the disposition of GameStop's approximately $368 million Bitcoin treasury holdings. The proposed transaction prompts consideration of how the digital asset position would be treated in the corporate combination. The SEC declined to approve 24 election-focused prediction market ETF applications, citing investor protection concerns. The regulatory decision addresses proposed investment vehicles that would provide exposure to political event outcome markets. Looking at this morning's price action, as of 9:45 Central European Time, Toncoin dominates with extraordinary strength at 30.01%, while liquid staked ETH adds 11.39% and Pudgy Penguins gains 6.91%. Concentrated gains across Layer 1 infrastructure, liquid staking derivatives, and NFT ecosystem tokens. On the downside, losses are modest and contained. Swarm down 8.87%, Babylon off 8.29%, and ZK Sync declining 6.10%. Selling pressure limited to high single digits, with yesterday's catastrophic Babylon decline moderating to more typical profit-taking levels today. The pattern shows decisive positive asymmetry returning, with the extraordinary 30% Toncoin move substantially outpacing all losses. Market structure reflects concentrated strength in select protocols, alongside continued weakness in yesterday's severe decliners, suggesting risk appetite is rebuilding selectively rather than universally following yesterday's volatility. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index edges up to 49, recovering 2 points from yesterday's 47 reading and remaining in neutral territory. The modest improvement reflects today's positive market structure, where Toncoin's extraordinary 30% gain substantially outpaced modest losses, though sentiment remains cautious near the midpoint of neutral. The index continues its gradual decline from the 61 peak reached on April 22nd, with today's 49 reading representing a slight stabilization after yesterday's pullback. Market psychology has retraced most of the gains that briefly pushed sentiment into greed territory, settling back toward balanced conditions despite Bitcoin above $80,000 and selective protocol strength. The stability around 49 suggests sentiment is consolidating at the neutral midpoint rather than continuing to deteriorate toward fear. However, the fragility demonstrated over the past 2 weeks, where the index declined from 61 to 47 before today's modest recovery, indicates market psychology remains sensitive to volatility despite constructive macro conditions. That's your Bitcoin Suisse daily market update for today. If you found this valuable, like and subscribe for your daily briefing from the natives.